What's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here in Las Vegas for the 2022 edition of the SEMA show. And of course, walking around, we had to stop at the Lexus booth. What I have for you is a vehicle of what dreams can happen and come true. This is it. This is a 2023 Lexus IS 600. But before we get into this four-door, fully modified performance sedan, let's talk about what's going on here. Lexus, they're going through their lineup. They're making changes. They're making revisions. They're bringing new vehicles to fruition. Of course, they're also bringing performance. Now, Lexus does a lot of racing and a lot of winning in the IMSA WeatherTech series. They're in that GTD class. And what's interesting is that that class is the closest to a production car out of all the cars that race in the IMSA WeatherTech series. Of course, putting piles and piles of money and work and engineering into the race car, they want to show you what's possible with their street cars. So this started off life as an IS 350, but that's where we stop, and that's where the IS 600 continues. So what I want to find out is, if you're taking a performance sedan, does this IS cut the mustard? And is this the one that you would want in your driveway and take it to the track, take it to Cars and Coffee, and blow everybody's mind? Let's go ahead. Let's dive into this awesome build, this 2023 IS 600, and find out. Right off the bat, the style. You know it's a Lexus no matter how modified it is, and that's what I'm really digging. Now, of course, up front, you're gonna get that same signature look. The triple LED beam headlight, the LED daytime running lamps, but look at that beautiful flared fender. We're talking about inches and inches of extra width up front. That's gonna house some special wheels and tires at all four corners. Of course, they reworked the suspension, the whole 9 yards to get this build together. Working your way down, we are gonna have those functional corner air curtains just like before on your stock IS, but the big addition is that carbon fiber amazing splitter with the dive plane that actually goes up the side of that flared fender. That's a dry weave carbon fiber. So if you're wondering why is it not shiny and glossy, this is what carbon fiber looks like without that shine, that veneer finish added to it. Now, as we come across the signature style of Lexus, it's that wide mouth open grille, that spindle grille design. This is gonna be all stock IS, and I'm really digging that they kept it that way to show the connection between the standard IS. We work our way down, you got that massive carbon fiber splitter that's gonna stop air from going underneath the vehicle, give us the downforce, and it's pieces like this that have been designed on the racetrack that you could actually put on the car. I mean, I remember once upon a time when I was a kid, carbon fiber, you would only hear about it in a Formula One car. Now you could actually put it on your own street car, track car, show car. Speaking of carbon fiber, getting up onto that low slung hood, love the beauty, the shape. You could see the stock lines, but then you could see the changes that they made to the vehicle. Obviously the functional heat extractors. And when we're talking about heat, we're talking about a lot of power underneath the hood. Now, if you're wondering why they call this the IS 600, this particular car, the reason why is because out of that twin turbocharged engine, we're getting 600 horsepower. So nice to see that connection with the horsepower, with what they're bringing, not only style, but also that functionality. A little bit of a pause in the video, and this is what happens when you're filming live. Our format is a live format. We're here at SEMA, and we're bringing it to you. Thankfully, one of the builders that took part in this Lexus build was just walking by and watching what we were doing, and they opened up the hood for us. So there she is in all of her glory, that twin turbocharged V6. So that's a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 that has been massaged over 600 horsepower on E85. You could see all of the great work that they did with the engine setup. Love the way everything is clean, like it looks like it could come straight from the factory. The twin turbo intercooled V35A really does the business when you're looking at performance, but also that other part that's very important when it comes to engine modifications, reliability. But let's continue the video down the side and really show you the rest of this IS600. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working with wheel and tire setup? First of all, you'll see that beautiful flared fender. That really shows that amazing sculpted work, especially with that beautiful pearlescent sparkly paint. Down below, we got Advan forged aluminum wheels. Love the simple design, really shows that classic kind of JDM style that's been very popular over the years. And what I also love about it is that it really showcases the braking components that are lurking behind. So besides that amazing wheel, of course, you're gonna have those 6-piston Brembo calipers with the F performance badging. These are carbon ceramic rotors. So these are gonna give you ultimate in braking capability. And if you're wondering, well, Joe, what's the size of this wheel? You're looking at a 19-inch wheel up front. Those are those amazing rotors, 2-piece rotors by Brembo, cut down on the heat, cut down on the brake fade, and then match with these Advan GT wheels. Absolutely stunning. Now, the great news about this car is it's not sitting on slicks, it's not sitting on a super duper, maybe like a Cup 2R track day tire. These have those very popular Pilot Sport 4S tires. This is a great tire to give you the best of both worlds. The drivability, the durability, but also the stick as well if you wanted to take this somewhere down a twisty road or your favorite track. Now I'm gonna have Lori swing around and showcase how they did that carbon fiber. Now, my only zonk is that's not a functional piece. So I wish that that fender vent was actually functional, but the carbon fiber looks really, really good. And that really is where you're gonna see this up. So this has the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 running on E85, 600 horsepower, and it's mated to a sequential 6-speed manual transmission, recalibrated ECU, and then of course, you got those beautiful wheels and carbon ceramic rotors, and of course the KW suspension that really just sets the car apart from the rest of the crowd. Now, coming down the side, we have the full carbon fiber, that nice side sill extension. I love the way it flares out. Even the simple graphics, they didn't go too over the top. This is something that I could actually see, like I said, pulling in to a Cars and Coffee, somebody putting a lot of work, a lot of pride, obviously Lexus and the builders that they work with, you could see the pride and all of the attention to detail. You do get your sunroof, so for those of you who want your performance sedan, you are gonna get your sunroof. On the interior, we're looking at everything gutted. They removed the back seat, you got a massive roll cage in there, the whole 9 yards with the sequential shifter, carbon fiber paddles, Alcantara wrapped steering wheel, and then of course you got that flared fender. Look at this flared fender coming into the rear. Absolutely ginormous, and the way they made it, it looks like it came straight from the factory. Now, looking at these Advan racing wheels out back, there's that great design, the forged aluminum wheel, lighter than cast aluminum, and really looking tough. 19-inch out back. These are 305s with the carbon ceramic rotors, all 4 corners. That beautiful paint. Look at the carbon fiber on the rear of this vehicle. And what's nice is as Lori kind of swings around, this rear section that is fully functional. So it's about channeling the air up, around, and giving us downforce, giving us that usable aero, because we don't want air going underneath the vehicle because that's gonna give us lift. When you get to the rear wing, look at the awesome supports, obviously adjustable. Some places you go, you want more downforce. Other places you go, you want less downforce. And if you ever wondered, why does a wing look like this? Think about it. On an airplane, the wing is like this, just upside down, because we want lift. This gives us actual downforce. So nice to see carbon fiber on the wing, adjustable, carbon fiber rear trunk. You're gonna still get though your LED lighting that is factory stock. And those are the touches that I think was very smart with Lexus putting this together, is having the connection, like I said, between the stock IS and of course this IS 600. Working our way down, look at the exhaust. Absolutely stunning, the attention to detail. It almost has a reverse slash cut. Normally the slash cut goes from top to bottom. This one goes top to bottom the other way. Very, very interesting. And I'm also curious, they did not do the usual stack. You know, on a Lexus F performance car, they actually have it stacked and staggered, which is unique. I'm surprised they didn't do that. Let me know how you feel about that. That's sort of like, I think, a Lexus signature touch. I'm actually gonna zonk how the exhaust is positioned, but I really love this rear diffuser area. And the same story here. If you notice, you don't have massive stakes that come down for the diffuser. That's gonna make it hard to drive on the street. You know, everybody wants a race car for the street. A lot of us really don't want that. You don't want a car that's too low where you can't get it out of your driveway. You don't want a car that's gonna overheat at a light and you're just sitting there. This car, like I said, the twin turbos, the intercoolers, the ECU, everything has been perfectly matched, staggered special to get this car to produce the 600 horsepower and to have that sequential. It's not a dual clutch transmission. It's a race gearbox, a 6-speed sequential gearbox. You just pop, 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 and it's like super fast on the upshifts and the downshifts. That really shows the intention. Even the way they added that extra kick-up trunk spoiler here really, really does the magic. Now, I know a lot of people might be saying, well, Joe, why didn't they do the IS 500? I want V8. I want to feel it in my groin, the vibration. Listen, I get it. But remember, we're still moving towards a direction of efficiency. Twin turbo V6, you're getting the kind of the best of both worlds, a little bit more efficient, but pumping out obviously plenty of horsepower. But this is what we're bringing to you here at SEMA. It's these builds that inspire everyday people to kind of think outside the box, go beyond what you would find in the showroom, because it's quite interesting that this IS, you go into the showroom, you're looking at 300 horsepower, and that's about it. But this is what you could do if you have the dream, of course, if you have the bottom line, the money behind it. But let me know what you think about this IS 600. Did Lexus and the builders choose a good direction to showcase this platform? Would you have rather they done a different vehicle? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. Of course, we got to give it up to the twin turbo muscle power of Lori, working that camera like a champ. Show her some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.